Hello. I hope we are live now. Sometimes it starts with some delay, but I think half a minute is quite enough. So, hello. I hope you had a wonderful day today, and let's see what's coming up tomorrow for us. For all people watching this, Princess of Cups jumped out. Beautiful, youthful, innocent energy. Being interested in your heart and hearts of others. We'll see whether it repeats in a reading. The reading is for the 12th of March 2021. That is Friday, one day before new moon in Pisces. I think and I hope I will make an extended reading for the new moon, so the day after tomorrow. Check it out. But now let's see what's for us on Friday. What's the energy of the day? What kind of day is this? What can we expect? What kind of day is this? The 12th of March. The second card is what can we do? What we should do. What is recommended for us to use this day in the best possible way. Where to put our energy and attention. And the third card is the opposite of the second. So, what not to do. Where not to invest our efforts and energy. What is not recommended for us for this Friday. Fine. So, what kind of day is this? Eight of Swords. Interference is the name of the card here. Usually it's the beginning of the process that begins with Seven of Swords. That is too many thoughts. In Eight of Swords, it's not that pronounced as in Nine and Ten of Swords, which can be very cruel and painful. But here, in Eight of Swords, we tend to be surrounded by our thoughts, and it's not enabling us to move, it's rather paralyzing. So already this notion of paralysis appears here. What do thoughts do? They interfere, and they interfere with the reality as it is. They paint a picture of some kind that doesn't necessarily have something or anything in common with what the truth or the reality in its complexity and beauty is. So we may be prone to it, to extended thinking, especially the one that catches us in some sort of web, and you cannot move, you cannot really assess your situation. But on the other hand, this day may be a good day to realize that and to look beyond this, to realize that my thoughts may be my best friends if I use them well, if I use them properly. So pay attention to your mind tomorrow. What does it do to you? What does it do for you? This slight difference between doing something to you and doing something for you. Is it your friend? Is it your enemy? Who is the ruler here also? What to do? High Priestess. What not to do already? Seven of Cups. That's interesting. That's interesting because those two cards are very much connected with intuition, deep feeling, and they are both not quite precise, I would say. They're kind of cloudy. Vague, is that the word? The high priestess, well, she knows everything, absolutely, but she doesn't tell. So it may be a hint for you not to talk too much. Perhaps tomorrow we should remain silent, a little distant. She is, as you can read, the high priestess. So she's somewhere high, above things. She's not really approachable. So be like her. Just observe and know, but don't tell. Especially don't tell secrets. Don't tell anyone things that should remain untold or limited to only several ears. Because with interferences, the main energy of the day, what you say tomorrow may have greater repercussions and create bigger ripples than you expect. You may be taken accountable, responsible for more things than you suspect right now. Okay? So very careful with information, I would be. I'm speaking like Yoda now. Very careful with the mind altogether. I wouldn't say that a high priestess doesn't use her mind. Of course she does, but she makes it in a very mysterious, dark, untold way. So know, be wise, but don't try to impress anyone. Don't even try to impress yourself with it. What not to do. 7 of Cups. Personally, for me, this is the card of the greatest, how do you say it? When you're detached, when you're not standing firmly on the ground, that's the 7 of Cups. You're totally in clouds, looking for something, watching something, observing, believing that you may have it all, but actually you don't have anything in your hand. So be very careful with not only thoughts, but also imagination. The number of paths to follow may seem uncountable tomorrow. Don't let yourself be spent on it. Don't let your energy be dispersed in many different directions, because everything may seem very attractive. But if we don't prioritize tomorrow, if we don't, well, generally I would say, if we don't prioritize, if we don't put things in the queue, and if we don't say, okay, now let's do this, then let's do that, that's achievable. That's maybe achievable. That's maybe achievable in 2 years or something like this. If we don't do that, then our energy is lost somewhere in between too many tasks. So be very careful with that. Generally, I would handle with care tomorrow because the energy is on the tip, I would say, on the tip of something. It's very, I think it's very easy to say too much, to imagine too much. So stay calm and cool and collected, as you say, in the language, like her. Very high, perhaps on the cloud, but not really believing what you see, not really trusting the perceptions that the mind is producing. All right? We'll get through it. I'm thinking about some positives. Perhaps you may, well, yeah, you may see through, as I said, you may see through some kind of delusion. If you really dive into this high priestess energy with deep understanding of things, then you may see through this illusion of the mind, but you can also see through the illusion of Seven of Cups, which is often taking the form of everything is possible, everything is available, I can have it all now. See through it and somehow limit yourself to what is really at hand. Okay? That's it, I think. I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope I see you in the next reading. Until then, bye-bye.